medical resident, which means you're just out of med school, which gives you first aid skill, which is okay. Police officer.
It starts with a gun, I'm guessing.
Yes. And a badge.
Does that do anything for you?
It can protect you from police robots.
Oh.
They'll see the badge and they'll be like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, no targeting this.
I like how it says he starts with a leg ammo pouch with 2 items.
It doesn't say what they are.
No. A bow hunter.
I'm gonna guess they start with a bow and some arrows.
Yes. 8 of them. And a hunting knife.
On the bright side, I'm guessing you can reuse arrows.
Sometimes. Sometimes they break, sometimes they don't. There's also the crossbow hunter, shotgun, and rifle hunters. I'd prefer the crossbow hunter most because it's pretty easy to make more crossbow bolts. You don't need a lot of skill to do it.
Even compared to arrows?
Arrows and bolts can both be made pretty easily. They're not good ones, but you can make them with mostly out of just wood. Wait, crossbow +1? Crossbow +1? What's a crossbow +1?
It has increased accuracy.
Yeah, and the hunters all seem to also start with a knife, which is cool.
And useful, I'm guessing.
Firefighter just starts with
an axe?
Melee, first aid, swimming, a halogen bar. Not an axe, but a halogen bar, which is like the best crowbar. And they start with fire-resistant armor. Bionic monster.
I'm gonna guess that's like a spooky, scary cyborg with cyborg.
Yes, it is. With also a lot of like bionic claws and a bunch of malfunctioning bionics and pretty high combat skills, but they also have the scary leaky bionic. And they have squeaky ankles.
I'm going to guess that lowers your stealth abilities.
Yeah. A roller derby player who also has
rollerblades
skates
and probably dodge.
And unarmed combat. You can start as a fisher who has fishing equipment and a knife. A juvenile delinquent who has a slingshot and marbles. And some basic combat skill. The Game Master.
You could only do that if you are captain.
Oh, you start with Dungeon Master's Guide 6th edition.
I wonder if they had to update that one that
it increases your speaking skill.
You're like because you're a dungeon master?
Yeah. Lab technician just gives you all the science skills.
Why isn't it the Game Master's Guide if they're going to call it that?
I don't know. Military recruit.
We'll just move the mouse out of the way.
Oh, the military recruit just seems really well. They seem like they're ready for this.
It's over here.
They have both melee and range skills and. Aww.
Is that all of the lines? Because once you run the eraser over the whole thing...
Is that nail color?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the claws just are orange.
Gangster, survivalist, which is just... What else would you want to be?
Weganster?
Burglar, martial artist, who actually starts with an orange belt.
So they're like a mid-tier martial artist.
Boxer, archaeologist. They just add more of these every time. Bionic sniper?
Also leaky, I'm guessing.
No. They have no bad. They have no bad bionics.
They just have less.
It costs 8 points to start as one. But it looks like it'd be worth it. You're like a legit cyborg military sniper. You even know how to cook.
Why would a
sniper know
military
how to cook?
person be unable to cook? You said that like it was a surprise.
We start with a marksmanship of 5, which is marksmanship of 5 is worth 8 points on its own. There's also black.
What's the first tier?
What?
I'm guessing it goes by tier.
Well, yeah.
So a marksman of 1 uses 1 point, 2 uses...
1 and 2 use 1 point, 2, 3, and 4 use 2 points, so on and so on. Bionic surgeon, camper...
Yeah, that would be. It would. So yeah, you kind of get a benefit from it.
I know from some of these are just really good. Black belt just makes you a master martial artist.
Does it give you a black belt instead of an orange
Yes.
belt?
And a protective mouthpiece.
Is that the last one?
Yeah. So basically...
So they're like, by challenge level, the lower to the bottom it is, the
more
better
powerful,
it is for you.
though it also costs more, but it's often worth the cost. Yeah, I guess the ones at the top are like, broken cyborg. Look at it, like half of those are bad. I mean, alloy plating is obviously good, but...
And protective lenses are good.
Yeah, but... Let's see, they have a really severe... Oh yeah, itchy metal thing is bad.
What's that mean?
Occasionally, occasionally you just itch uncontrollably, and it distracts you. But yeah, crackhead, hobo, shower victim, these are all bad. Clown? Oh, yeah, if you choose one of the bad ones, you actually get bonus points.
Yeah, you get them back to try and protect you from how bad the situation you've put yourself in is.
Yeah, Tweaker starts with without really much of anything, and with an amphetamine addiction.
And I'm guessing addictions are really, really hard to deal with.
I don't know, I never have to. I avoid addictions, because unlike everyone else, I don't use just...
Everything you find.
I don't use just drugs for a temporary
Boost.
speed boost. Except caffeine. What kind of character flavor should we go for?
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's like, who are we?
I don't know.
It's a tracer. Oh, a parkour man.
Let's see. I tend to like roguish characters, so something in that vein, perhaps. A parkour man would be that.
Alright.
That's the worst part about trying to take pictures is the crap that gets on it.
Alright. I guess it would be like a crazy, like, thrill seeker man. Good at running away, fleet-footed, and parkour expert.
Well, if they're thrill seeker, why would they be good at running away?
I don't know, give him like some sort of combat skill. Self-defense classes, Shaolin Adept, Venom Mob Protege, or martial arts training or melee weapon training. They have a lot of weapon styles.
Are you better with melee weapons or unarmed?
I mean, weapons tend to be stronger, but you have to find the weapon,
Yeah,
a
that's what I
compatible
mean.
weapon. Unarmed, you always have.
So is it more pragmatic?
It depends. I think like Eskrima, for instance, you can just make a makeshift crowbar, and your fighting style is compatible with it.
Oh, what?
A makeshift crowbar.
No, what's the...
Eskrima.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's just be a karate... Well,
Yeah.
a parkour karate man.
Yeah. We're like bad Jackie Chan that's going to die. Will you quit doing that button? It's Shift Tab. Try it again.
It broke, I think.
How did it crash?
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's right. Shift Tab is the back tab button, which is the only way to go back.
Oh. You can't, like, click to do it?
No. I don't know. How else do we hit back tab?
Were you wanting to back tab?
Yes!
For what?
Because I missed some. Actually missed some stuff back in that. I don't think it works with Steam.
No, I don't think it does. Unless there's a... Because there's no way to disable this, is there? In Steam that you know of.
I mean, maybe? I don't know.
I think it's actually frozen now. Oh, there we go.
It took me forever to figure out what the hell a back tab even was.
So you can't...
You had to hit shift and tab. That's back tab.
There's no other way.
With the way it's configured, that is correct. It wasn't
And
always
if you
like
go
this.
tab this way, it will eventually exit you, right?
It'll say... Keep tab will just complete you. It'll say you're done. To go back to traits, we need to back tab.
Then yeah, this is not compatible. We'll have to reopen it outside of Steam.
Be right back!
I mean, we're not really leaving. We're just reopening it here. I know what this program is, okay?
But it might
it's already opened once.
It might be virus drugs.
Okay, do you even remember what we did?
Yeah.
Alright, and because... Yeah, we're not flipping vertical.
Alright. We didn't do much.
No, we hadn't even started really. Oh wait, does it have to remake it?
The world?
Yeah.
The world exists, just no one exists in it yet.
Oh, okay.
It's loading all the world. Evacuee. Now, what was it called? It was a weird word.
Which one? Oh, Tresseur.
Cost 3 points for a dodging of 4. Pfft. What's a runner pack?
What do you mean?
That's what we start with.
Like a fanny pack, maybe? I don't know.
Oh. And fleet-footed. He has stripes.
I want it.
It's not for sale. So yeah, let's. What's his hair color? Only realistic hair colors may apply.
I think we should agree between the two of us that it's going to be a red fro.
I'll accept it. Skin tone. Nothing too dark because he has red hair and then just blow my mind.
Light brown, I guess.
Bronze?
Bronze would be pretty dark.
Oh. I can't have two different skin colors.
You can't?
The game won't let me. Let's see. Drawbacks. Albino. No. We don't have a bad back if he's a karate parkour man.
Yeah, that would be a bad situation.
Bad temper means he just has lower morale typically. Genetic downward spiral is the only source of mutations you can get if you're not an experiment, but it's also bad.
It's the only continuous source of mutations as opposed to just nature mutations.
Yeah. Does he eat his vegetables?
Yes.
Well, yeah, he's a parkour man.
He's healthy.
Junk food intolerance. I mean, he doesn't need a drawback, really. Pacifist karate man. I mean, that could happen. This means your combat skills develop slower, mostly. Pyromaniac.
So you get more points by getting it because it...
Yeah, these are all, like, drawbacks you get points for. Like, Pyromaniac, what does that do? Oh, you have, like, an addiction to being near fire every now and then.
Oh.
Savant.
I'm guessing ugly lowers your speech skill.
No. Speech is its own thing. This means that NPCs will generally react worse to you, and speech will rectify that.
Oh. So it's not like in Ilona where charisma is your
I mean, they
looks
applied
and
the same things, but truth teller means you don't
are
lie
worse
well.
at lying.
It's trigger happy means if you can fire a weapon automatically, sometimes you'll do so involuntarily. It's a very inconsequential thing because good luck getting Squeamish means you won't wear filthy clothing. I don't wear filthy clothing, period, because you can get infections if you get injured in a filthy clothing wearing body part. You know what? No weaknesses.